I came to the clinical research due to an advertisement that I saw regarding diabetes. And the reasoning why was that I've been diagnosed with diabetes, borderline diabetes, since I was with my last child, which was 39 years ago. And finally, when I reached the age of 50, the doctors felt that since I was getting older, I need to start it on medication so the diabetes wouldn't be out of control. Well, it did. It went out of control even though I was taking oral medication. From oral medication, then came different types. I started with another medication, Byetta, which they told me was going to help me reduce weight and help my diabetes. Well, I was allergic to that, and I couldn't take that one. So I went on some other type of medication, and it was insulin. So here I am going with oral and insulin. But I never saw my A1C go lower than a 7.5. And sometimes it was 7.7, which was high. So I was kind of desperate for myself because even though I watched what I ate and everything, my weight just was not cooperating. That's another thing. I have arthritis throughout my body, so exercising was limited. Well, I saw a clinical research advertisement and about diabetes, and I'm kind of weary about it, but I went ahead and I called, made an appointment, and I met with Sarah here at Clinical Research, and we did a one-on-one, and everything she was telling me and everything sounded really good and everything. I was a little bit, back because I wasn't sure about it, but I was willing to give it a try. Well, I have to honestly say, first of all, the people here in clinical research were amazing. I met Sarah, I met Heather, I met Dr. Paul, and they all offered me good information. They were they listened to me, which is very uncommon. They listened, and then they had an answer, or they told me to try things. So I went ahead and I followed, and I came to see, periodically, and went on different medication and things like that. Lo and behold, I was having ups and downs with my readings, which was normal, but I kept in touch, and that's one thing. You could call them at any time, and you could leave a message. If they're not available, they will call you back. But I felt assured. And when I did my visits and did my lab works and everything, they were punctual to tell me exactly what they found and everything. Well, after almost, I could say, about 4 months, all of a sudden my A1C started just dropping. I was great. Felt fantastic when I saw my A1C drop to a 6.7. I felt great. I felt there was hope, and I felt good about everything. And also, I have to honestly say, the people here at Clinical Research were amazing, and I gained friends. And from that friendship, I was able to get a lot of my self-esteem back and just want to go ahead with the diabetes. So I see it now, and I understand when my ups, and I understand with my lows. I was having also lows there that I know that is worse than highs, but I was having my lows, and they adjusted my medication. So anytime I was in doubt or anytime that I had a question, I would call them, and they reassured me, and they kept a log, and they kept up with my upkeep. So right now, I am off the clinical research. I ended, and I was sorry to see that because then I stopped coming to see them. But I feel good about my diabetes. I check it. So far, everything good. Sometimes I get a little high, but I understand why. And so far, everything is good. So in January, I should go for my A1C, And I'm just crossing my fingers that it will not just stay at 6.7. If not, I will take a 7. But just to know that I can manage it, that's the main thing. So I do recommend clinical research. I do recommend the researches for diabetes because there's progress in the future, and they will help you get you maintained and feel good about yourself and about your health.